By now, everybody has probably seen the viral video of the little autistic kid who's spinning around nonstop. And he goes faster than the whirling dervishes. And he does it naturally. And the reason why spinning is so important is because it balances the vestibular system in the ear. And the vestibular system is responsible for balance, coordination, spatial awareness, emotional regulation, behavior control, and also information processing. It's the reason why little kids spin around repetitively until they fall down, laughing hysterically in a state of joy and euphoria. When we spin, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the opposite of fight or flight. When the parasympathetic nervous system is activated, the pupils will constrict, blood pressure will decrease, heart rate will decrease, digestion will improve, and we will be flooded with positive emotions surrounding and highlighting a state of physical and emotional relaxation. We live in a society that is sympathetic nervous system dominant, which means that people are always in a state of fight or flight for the most part. And most of the decisions and reactions to everyday challenges, conversations, arguments, problems will be reactive. A highly reactive emotion that is generated from the sympathetic nervous system will usually lead to a emotionally triggered response because people have an inability to deal with stress, no matter how small and insignificant a situation might be, whether someone is hitting every red light on their way to work or getting pissed off at other drivers on the freeway sitting in rush hour traffic, or it could be a conversation with a coworker, a spouse, or one of your children that rubs you the wrong way and you don't have the emotional regulation to maintain calm and process the information accurately. Instead, in the sympathetic nervous system, everything is highly reactive and emotional. And when you look at our society as a whole, people typically have a highly charged emotional response to most everything. And people have lost the ability to maintain calm and focus, which is why this modality is so important. Not only does this balance the body, which improves physical balance and coordination and spatial awareness, but repetitive spinning can be turned into a meditative practice, as you see with the whirling dervishes, where they can spin around for 30 to 40 minutes nonstop without getting dizzy and without falling over. They enter a mystical state of consciousness where the normal operating system of the mind is transcended, and they're able to reach a point that is above that or beyond that, and they are no longer subject to that monkey mind that plagues most people. Now, if you're one of those NPCs that doesn't have an inner dialogue, this message is not for you. But if you are a player character in this game or in this simulation, there's a high probability that you have 60,000 recurring thoughts every day. 60,000 thoughts a day, 48,000 of which are negative, self-deprecating. It's like that inner critic is just implanted in the mind and is designed to prevent you from improving your life, from changing your situation, from creating more wealth and abundance or love and prosperity. It's the inner critic that tells you you're not worthy of love, or you're not worthy of success, or coming up with a million reasons why you can't or you shouldn't or don't do this or don't do that, and wants to hold you back. It's probably a dysfunction of a protective mechanism that is primal within us. But this society has gotten people so crazy that they've lost touch with that inner vision and that inner voice that tells them that they can. that tells them that they're worthy, that tells them that not only are they worthy of success, but they're worthy of love. And when you finally get calm and you get centered and you're able to reconnect with that reflection in the mirror, it's okay to look at that reflection in the mirror and say, I love you, I believe in you, you got this. And we're moving beyond all the bullshit that we told ourselves throughout this story called life, all the choices we made, all the embarrassments, all the failures, all the mistakes, all the things we're ashamed of. We can leave that in the past because those decisions were made at the time with the prevailing level of consciousness that we embodied at that time. And so this is how we break free of that. And what's fascinating too is that everything feels like it's moving around you. And if you just stay within this axis of rotation, you feel like you are moving the world around you and you can barely tell you're spinning. It's really just a fascinating thing. And, you know, when you stop, there's no dizziness. There's absolutely no dizziness, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand this yet. Oh, man, you just take that deep breath and you relax and you just let all that shit go. You let all that bullshit go. You unwind the mind. You unchain the brain so you no longer remain insane on the infinite plane. There's no dizziness. After that many rotations, there's no dizziness. There is calm. You feel grounded. The mind is clear. And then you can set your intention for the day. Unwind.